Oh, hello, week 14 of the Orion Bowl. I didn't see you come in. Holy shit. How has it gotten to this point of the season already? It really is. This is the epitome of the business end of the season. So, let's first have a quick recap of what happened in week 13 by way of week 13's entourage. So, Vinny Chase, the star of the show, the star of Baby Got First Picks team, and the star of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and let's be real, the star of the NFL in general, Mr. Tom Brady. Take a bow, sir. He is the Vinny Chase of fantasy NFL last week, at least in the Orion Bowl. Anyway, he did a really great job, and he managed to get a solid win for Baby Got First Pick. And how is he still this good, man? How is he still this good playing at this level? It's ridiculous. Anyway, the Johnny Drama, Gardner Minshew, doesn't get any more dramatic than coming in to replace the starting quarterback and getting a good win like that. Also, taking the team with no Namath to a very good win that they needed, put them right back into playoff contention. They weren't out of playoff contention, but it's kind of kept them in there, let's say. So yeah, very good. Great look as well. Brilliant moustache. Love that. Look at that guy. Aviators, Joey, not caring the world. Love him. And the Turtle Award for way better than expected is a surprising one this week. So I've gone for George Kittle because let's face it, he hasn't been on top form this season, but man, week 13 did he ever show up. God damn, put up like 30 points, and so that was way better than expected, just like the character Turtle in Entourage turned out to be. Because I'll tell you what, the Harlots, they needed that score this week because they were playing my team, the Baltimore Ravens, and we actually put up the second highest score of the week. So it wasn't even a bad week for us. Like, obviously, we lost our losing streak. It's really kind of shaken up our potential playoff position. All kinds of problems have come from this one loss, and a lot of that was down to George Kittle. So well done, George Kittle. Well done to the Harlots for getting the week 13 high score. But you did actually need that high score this week because the second highest scoring team was your opponent, the Baltimore Ravens, who have found some form, but they still haven't managed to get into the playoffs yet. So we shall see. God, it's going to be a tense couple of weeks. The Ari Gold / Jeremy Piven Diverse Acting Range Award goes to the Legion's James Conner. At least he was the Legion's at the time. He was last week. Anyway. He was rushing, he was receiving, he was keeping it diverse, getting the Legion a very important win there. And then the E award for being terrible goes to Mark Ingram, 2.60 from a running back when Alvin Kamara's out. Come on, Mark, that was terrible, just like the character E in Entourage. So, without further ado, we are going to move on to coaches' questions with the coach of the Baltimore Ravens, Coach Burt. So, first one, email is the Knox trade for Connors the biggest in franchise history? Now, yeah, actually it is. It probably is. And I'll tell you why. Because, look, it's a good trade. It's a good trade for both parties. But both of us, both myself and the coaching staff at the Legion of Gloom, we got together, we had some conversations. At the end of the day, no, I was sad to see Knox go. He's a tremendous talent and we wish him all the best. But unfortunately, due to the fact that Gronkowski has been healthy, he just hasn't been getting enough first team reps. So, and we would like to see him playing first team football because the man deserves to be playing first team football. And unfortunately, he's not going to be getting it at the Baltimore Ravens, but he can get first team football at the Legion of Hope. So we've decided to trade him. We also had some problems coming into this week, obviously, with Jonathan Taylor being on a bye week and we've got Eli Mitchell also being confirmed out. So we really needed to bolster up our running backs. So we have welcomed to the Baltimore Ravens Mr. James Conner. And yeah, it's a very good addition. We're excited to have him here. We're really looking forward to him sharing his talents with the Baltimore Ravens until we put Jonathan Taylor back in. And then, quite frankly, he can hit the pine. I'm kidding. No, he's actually really good. So he's probably going to be instrumental to our playoff efforts. And yeah, so it's a good trade for both parties, a fair trade. And yeah, very, very, very happy with that. But we're sad to see Knox go, but we are very glad to have Connor here with us as well. So next question is, so you got to 3 wins in a row, but now that is all over, I knew you'd blow it. Oh, come on. Look, it's a tough league, all right? It is a tough league. And actually, I'm going to go into it in a minute, but I did discover something on the league history that's quite interesting. I thought my team was trash. There's this notion that the Baltimore Ravens are a trash franchise. I've actually found out that is not true, and I'm going to go into that. In fact, I'm going to go into it right now. Because when you look at the... Because I was having a look through all the stats and schedules and stuff, right? And I noticed that there is an overall win record, for the whole time that the league has been going for. 91 games so far. And my win-loss over 91 games is the best in the league. 59 wins, 32 losses. And I know that has not translated into Orion Bowl rings. It is not translated into championships. It is translated into one worst team championship. But looking at it, look, you've got some teams down here who are on, like the team with no Namath, former champions, 38 and 53. You kidding me? How did you ever win that championship? I am disgusted. At least the Harlots are at 4. The Harlots only just have a winning record. They are 46 and 45 overall, and they have 2 championships. So it just goes to show that wins don't win championships somehow. Good God. Livid when I saw that. 59 and 32 over the course of 5 seasons. That's pretty good. Let me off. You know what? The Baltimore Ravens are not the trash franchise that people make them out to be. So fuck you and all your emails, you stupid fans. The fans are really the worst part about this job. People say they love the fans. I hate them. The fans are the worst part, by far. Anyway, last one emailed in was, you said that you would veto any vetoes of the trade. Do you really have the minerals? ? Yes, I do have the minerals. I am well overdue for a Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania 17 heel turn. That I will change my team logo to that, and I will start vetoing trades and vetoing vetoes and doing all kinds of nefarious decision making it so you can play your tight end as your flex. Ooh, I could have done that, couldn't I? Because let's face it, I had a lot of tight ends, but yeah. So anyway, that's all I've got time for coaches' questions. Hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, let's now take a look at the league standings and also obviously matchups this week. So obviously I've slipped down into 3rd because the San Diego Harlots have now basically. You've got the Indianapolis Colts who are struggling. They're on a 3-game losing streak, and they are still top of the table because when they had King Henry, did they ever feast? They feasted like a mantis, like Dr. Mantis Toboggan. They feasted anyway. But now, obviously, without King Henry, they've got Kyler Murray back now, though, so things might be looking up. Although the Legion have put a bit of a good score up already. Anyway, and 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are all 7 and 6. I don't really know how the head-to-head works. I think it works out. I think it works out how, because it says true here at the end, and it gives you like a ranking. And my true ranking is 29, which is the best apparently, because it takes into account your record, points for, and breakdown, and somehow gives you some sort of rank. I don't really understand how it works, but it boils down to me being below the Harlots somehow. I don't really know, because I think I don't know. Maybe it's on overall head-to-head record, like in the history of the league. I don't know. I just don't know. But somehow I'm in 3rd. I think Legion should be in 3rd and I should be in 4th. Quite frankly, I'd rather finish in 4th because on current form, I'd rather play the Colts. I'd rather play the Colts than the Harlots. Sorry, is that a chant? It could be a chant. It's a new chant. I'd rather play the Colts than the Harlots. Anyway, yeah, so that's how it's looking. I mean, it's not looking great. Baby got first pick in the Dan Stray Gorillas. I think they can still mathematically make the playoffs if a lot of things happen. Coach's sons are unfortunately now out. Commiserations to the champions. They are true champions as well. They're really very good. Although if you look at the overall breakdown, where the hell are they? 5th. 49, 42 and 49. Another champion with a losing record overall. And yet there I sit at 59 and 32 with nothing but a fucking loser's trophy to show for it. I am so angry with that. I hope I've misread it somehow. Please comment and tell me that I have somehow misread that information on there. Please, for the love of God. I hope I'm wrong. I'd rather be the worst, because then at least there'd be some sense to that. At least it wouldn't just feel like unbridled chaos. Speaking of unbridled chaos, let's take a look at week 14. So we've got the Burt Ravens taking on Baby Got First Pick. Honestly, I don't, because obviously, look, Jonathan Taylor, he's on his bye week, and I rely on Jonathan Taylor for a lot of points. Also, Eli Mitchell is out, and I rely on him. It's really going to come down to, if Deebo Samuel actually plays, I might have a chance, but he's looking questionable, and they only practiced at half speed. So you know what? I don't think I do have a chance here, because look, his kicker's already put up 12. You know, Joseph had a good night at the office, and he got Jones there, and Tom Brady's on great form, and obviously Saquon Barkley and Nick Chubb both healthy. Mike Evans taking advantage of everything that Brady's throwing at him. Look, I am in trouble this week. No Jonathan Taylor. I am putting in Pat Mahomes because he is playing against Las Vegas, and he put up a good score then, but you know, that might be wishful thinking. So yeah, look. It's annoying that I'm going to lose this one, because that it's fortunate that the team with no Namath and the San Diego Harlots are playing each other this week, because in the unlikely event of a draw, that really screws me. But you know, at least one of those two will be on the same record that I'm on, and then when we go into, and then it'll be a battle between myself, Baby Got First Pick, and whoever loses out of the Harlots and team with no Namath, to see who can scrape into the playoffs by hook or by crook. And for me, it's not looking good. You know, considering I've had a fairly decent season, but I rely too much on Jonathan Taylor. Without Jonathan Taylor, I don't think I've got a chance. I'm going with Baby Got First Pick. So we've got the San Diego Harlots taking on the team with no Namath. So this one, you've got Allen. So the Harlots. The team with no Namath are playing Cam Newton. I thought that the Harlots had Newton, but obviously he's playing Allen again, because Allen's been looking better. Patterson and Eckler both been playing great. Devontae Adams, very good. Kittle, if Kittle has another game like he did last week, then the team with no Namath are in trouble. But you know what? The team with no Namath, they're starting to find some form. You know, Fournette has been absolutely sensational for him. CD Lamb, Godwin had a good game last week, and Cam Newton, he's going to be looking good against Atlanta. You know what? I think that the team with no Namath are finding their feet. I think that the fact that the Harlots only got 2 from their kicker is going to hurt them. I think that the team with no Namath are going to win, but they're going to win by less than 5 points. I think it's going to be a close one, but I do think that the team with no Namath are going to get the victory there. The Indianapolis Colts taking on the Legion of Hope. Bloody hell, like 66 odd points between them already. That is mental from the first game. So obviously it's definitely first blood to the Legion of Hope, because he only played 1 player, whereas the Colts have played 2. They played Najee Harris and Johnson. So he only got 32.7 from both those 2 players. Both of his players got outscored by one man, Dalvin Cook, who weirdly got played in the flex, which is an odd decision. I'm going to throw that out there, because obviously you play your rigid positions first. You know, the first, because like at least then if you get like injuries and people out with COVID and stuff, like you've got a wide receiver or a running back you can put in the flex. So you're supposed to save them until later. But I'm not going to tell you how to run your franchise. Take it from somebody who apparently has the best win-loss record in league history. What the fuck do I know? Oh, God damn it. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers has been looking all right. Mixon's going to be looking good. Look, I think that with that score, look, Dalvin Cook outscoring 2 of Colts players. That's definitely Legion of Hope's game to lose, isn't it? So Legion of Hope are probably going to win that game. That's what I'm going for. And the coaches, Suns, playing for pride only, because their season is unfortunately over. And they're taking on the Dallas Stray Gorillas, who are still slightly in the hunt, but I'd really like it if the Suns could keep them out of the hunt, because I need to either win this week, which I think is unlikely, or I need other people to lose, so I'm going to be negative and hope that other people lose. Lamar Jackson's been looking good. Clyde Edwards is back. Travis Kelce's been, at the end of the day, the Suns have a good team. They've had problems with injury. Christian McCaffrey obviously going down. Antonio Brown is on a suspension. And then you've got but Williams is out with COVID. Henderson's questionable. Kamara, he's going to be coming back from injury. That could help them. The Gorillas have probably got this. Herbert, Kamara's going to play. They just need to put somebody in over Williams. Who have they got? A wide receiver. They've got a couple. They've got McLaurin, Keenan Allen out with COVID. That could hurt them. That could hurt them actually. So yeah, close game, but I think the Gorillas get the nod. It moves them closer to the playoffs, and it's going to really come down to the wire. We've got an extra game this season, so it's not over yet. But I think that my chances and a few other people's chances are going to be dashed. But as always, look, if I have picked you to win, prove me right. And if I have picked you to lose, prove me wrong. I will see you in week 15 as we go hurtling towards the playoffs and towards making decisions as to whether, if I don't make the playoffs, do I tank for first pick again? Because that worked out so well the last time, didn't it? And yeah, anyways, best of luck to everybody. Enjoy all the games. We need to organise a league get together, but I'll put that into the group chat anyway. But yeah, have fun, guys. See you next time.